everybody? It is the Lawn Gnome, and welcome back to another Funko Pop update. It is also the 110th Funko Pop update over here on my channel, so for all of you returning, let me just say welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for sticking with me all this time, and for those of you who are brand new, because I know that a lot of people don't have the greatest things to say about Funko, and I know that a lot of people believe that the pop phase is dying, but I'm pretty sure that somewhere out there, there are new fans joining the Funko community every day, and you're finding these videos over here on YouTube, so welcome, and I'm excited to go over a couple of things with you today in terms of my collection as well as the news. So in regards to the news, I completely forgot! New York Comic Con is starting this week. I am literally filming on the first day of Comic Con, which means I gotta get this video up, and I gotta get it up quick. So, I'm really hoping to everybody who is attending the con, I hope you all stay safe, and I hope you all have a wonderful time, and I'm really looking forward to going over the New York Comic Con exclusives to let you know if anything will be joining my collection, as well as any of the other news that was going on in regards to new lines, continuing lines, and additional Funko products. So of course, before we get into the news, let's take a look at how my collection has been going. So I know because of the fact that it's New York Comic Con, you're probably thinking, what the hell is going on, Lawn Gnome? Shouldn't you be showing us some comic book themed stuff? Well, I can definitely attest to the fact that I don't disagree with you, but at the same time, there are still some pops that I have in my collection, and some of them have been here for a little while. And the truth of the matter is, I have no idea how I was going to fit certain ones in when it came to taking a look at my collections, because you know me, I usually buy things that are really connected in regards to sets and all of that stuff, and various lines and whatnot. So today I thought I would find a commonality in these three pops. Two are in one set, as two brand new stickers that I've added to my collection. Just in case you don't know, I have a very interesting goal, and I know I'm never going to be able to complete that goal because there are certain companies that do offer exclusives, and I have no intentions of actually ever going to purchase from them. But whenever I get a new sticker, I get very, very excited. So I officially have a Hot Topic exclusive that is also a Anime Expo exclusive, so that's my first Anime Expo exclusive, and I also have my very first Fanatics exclusive. So, yes, we're in the middle of Comic-Con, but we also are in the heat of football season, and out of nowhere, I'm really surprised that Funko didn't drop a glam shot, and it's the fact that a whole new wave of NFL Pops just officially got announced. Current players, as well as just the other day, they announced some classic players like a brand new Joe Montana, a Dan Marino, and players that are very well known and probably some of the greats. But when I saw these Fanatics exclusives of current players and saw that there was going to be another Jet, well, I had to get it, regardless of whether the Jets are good or bad any season. But it's Sauce Gardner, one of the main new guys that the Jets acquired in recent years, and he's definitely doing the very best that he can to help out his team. He is a fantastic player, so full of energy, and I also really appreciate this specific pop because this is my fourth Jets pop, and all of my Jets pops that I have are very much the same pose, and they all don't even have helmets. I still remember the first wave of NFL pops when they actually allowed you to take the helmets off. So the fact that I actually have a football player with a helmet on is pretty awesome, and I do love the design. I mean, it's also got a real sleek shine to it. I love the Jets logo, of course, and I'm not really the biggest fan of the new jerseys, but you know, they are what they are. I also really appreciate they even get the NFL sticker there. That's pretty cool, but you can clearly see the New York, the number 1, and then when you turn him around, you got his name very clearly, and even on the back of the helmet, it's great. This is a beautiful pop, and I also love the texture of the base. It's not detached. It's a real turf feel to it, like it's grainy, which I think is really, really cool. But I love that he is literally running to catch the ball. I love the pose. It's action. It's dynamic. I don't have an NFL pop like this until now, so I'm so glad that I saw other people in the community talking about these Fanatics exclusives, and I was very glad to get my hands on this pop. And the second one was a double pack that I did not know was coming. It's a Hot Topic exclusive and an Anime Expo exclusive, and I don't have that many Dragon Ball Z pops, though. That is probably going to be subject to change very soon because of a certain thing that dropped, and you're not going to see that until next month. But when I saw that they were doing another Dragon Ball, because they do a lot of Dragon Ball Z, and they do a lot of Dragon Ball Super, but they really don't do Dragon Ball much. And I have a Dragon Ball Pop. It is Goku on the Flying Nimbus with the Power Pole. But when I saw that they were doing this double pack of young Goku and young Krillin at their very first martial arts tournament, well, then I had to grab this one because I love them when they are kids, and I love the fact that they're wearing the Roshi House gis together, and I love that they're in a pose where they're like fist bumping each other, getting ready to fight. Love the details on them. I mean, I love the fact that it's the faded yellow with the turtle symbol, and on the back you see the turtle symbol, and also, of course, it was when Goku had his tail, so you have to get the tail in there. And Krillin is my favorite character. I mean, it's really funny because I have his Dragon Ball Z version, and he pretty much looks the same. It's actually kind of funny, but I do love the details on him, and of course the same thing with the logo on the front and on the back, and I just love the fact that it shows these two are looking for trouble, ready to get going in the fight, and they're just ready to do the very best they can. Such a great double pack, so glad to have it, as well as having the NFL Pop. Promise, guys, there will be some comic book stuff coming soon in regards to my collection, because I do have plenty, and plenty more on the way. So let's get a look at the news. Guys, I'm going to just first apologize by saying that this is definitely going to seem pretty short in regards to the news. But, you know, besides the fact that New York Comic Con is literally happening today is day one, so I want to get this out as quickly as I can. So we're not going to blow through this, but, you know, I tried my very best to work smarter and not harder these days. So even though there's not going to be that many pictures, per se, there's still going to be a lot going on within each frame. So, of course, we're going to take a look at the Funko exclusives first. We have everything from new Wednesday Pops to, I finally know what these are called, these Disney 100 Facet Pops. That's what they're called, the Diamond Thingies Facets, and this is Captain America. There is going to be another one coming soon, and I believe it's Iron Man, plus a very interesting Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, that is Ozzy. Ozzy with a rainbow. Never thought I'd see the day. Got a whole new bunch of Loungefly stuff, and this is all holiday themed. Everything from Halloween to Christmas, and the one that really warmed my heart is the fact that there's even a Hanukkah one. It's the Mickey Mouse with the menorah. I think that that is so nice to see so much holiday representation here. A couple of t-shirt packs, everything from Dragon Ball to Naruto. Clearly this is all anime themed. And we had two brand new soda drops with cases. We have the Power Rangers, so you can get all of the original 6 Power Rangers as well as Black Light chases, and they all come in their own case. And we've even got X-Men sodas that come in their own cases. And you've got the commons, and you can also get some glow-in-the-dark exclusives as well as 2 very cool ones. I love the Magneto and the Wolverine chases because of the fact that the Magneto is a old uniform from the 1980s, and Wolverine looks like the X-Men 97 Wolverine when he didn't have his costume on. Very, very cool. We also have an Xbox Gear Shop exclusive of a character from a game called Starfield, as well as a GameStop exclusive soda of Tails. We had 2 new announcements for the NFTs. We've got Jurassic Park, which I definitely think is going to be a fan favorite amongst so many, especially because of the Freddy Funko. But I think the one that really stands out in that set is the Mosquito in the Amber. Now, you want to talk about far-fetched and really connecting with the fans? That's how you do it. Though, I will say, Funko, you really should make these commons. But one of the few things that I am personally hearing before we get into the other set, which is Looney Tunes as Warner Brothers representation characters, is the fact that apparently NFTs are losing a lot of value. And I've been going on eBay a lot to take a look at the physical pops that you trade in, and I am noticing with a small amount of them that the prices are actually dropping. So this may mean one day I may have an NFT physical pop in my collection just because I was able to snag it on eBay, but we will see. And the other set is Warner Brothers 100, and we've got the Looney Tunes characters celebrating Warner Brothers films and TV shows. We've got Batman characters, we've got Roadrunner as the Flash, which is really cool. We've even got Bugs Bunny as Neo from the Matrix. Very, very interesting, but again, not interested in these. There was another set that just recently dropped. Next month, guys, you're going to get a rant from me, let me tell you. Got a couple of Entertainment Earth exclusives, including a brand new Loki Loungefly backpack. We've also got a brand new Chalice Collectibles exclusive of a new character from Yu-Gi-Oh! We've got a couple of Marvel specials, including the final set in the Disney 100 Amazon exclusive train, which is Miles Morales on a subway car. We've got 2 comic covers, one that is a Target exclusive and one that's a common. The one that is a common is actually a very important comic cover. It is Amazing Spider-Man issue 252. That is the first time that he fought crime in the black costume in New York after Secret Wars. And also there's a brand new line of X-Men 97 pops, and we have one that is available on eBay. It is a really cool version of Cyclops. There's also others that came out. There's a Magneto, there's a Bishop, there's a Gambit, but we never got the official glam shots from Funko, which is why they're not here, but I am letting you know that they are going to be Funko exclusives. We also had a very interesting thing that I found in Fanatics. We have Santa in all of the NFL teams being represented, as well as an advent calendar coming. So if you're interested in this, feel free to get your favorite team and get your Santa Claus in its gear. There's also various poses as well, so which one you're going to get is going to depend on which one is featured with your team. A very interesting thing that was dropped was Formula One racing. We've got everything from just the racers on their own to even pop rides of them in their cars. I think the one that stands out for me is the legendary iconic name Lewis Hamilton. Love the details in the pop as well as the car itself. Target also dropped a very interesting grouping of pops, including the final set of the Desert Skiff that headed off to the Sarlacc pit. You can get the final one of Jabba's henchmen and Boba Fett. You can also get a Black Light Vecna from Stranger Things, and a pop that I actually pre-ordered, which is a comic cover of X-Men 4. It is featuring Magneto, old school, from the early 1960s. This was the first appearance of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Was I interested in picking this up right away? Not necessarily. It wasn't until I wanted to just make sure who did the art, and this is Jack Kirby art. So the fact that this will be my second Jack Kirby, it'll be really cool. Plus, it would be nice to actually have another villain in this set. All I've got is the Joker right now. Had a couple of music pops dropping, including the brand new BTS set in regular pop and pocket pop, and a Go-Go's Funko album from the album of Vacation. I'm sure there's a lot of Go-Go's fans out there. I know they are. Iconic girl group of the 80s. I personally love the fact that they're making this, but I'm not going to add it to my collection. And then we had a lot of anime. We've got a brand new wave of 7 Deadly Sins, commons and exclusives. We have one of the new additions to the My Hero Academia bar set, as well as a pocket pock of that character. We have a brand new series of Genshin Impact. We also have a whole new wave of One Piece, and we all know that those always sell. We have a new grouping of Avatar: The Last Airbender, another line that sells, and you've also got some exclusives as well. And then we had some very interesting ones that drop. Again, Funko may be in a lot of turmoil, but they always seem to surprise. We've now officially gotten the Bridgerton line. I have a feeling this is going to really sell. We have the Queer Eye set, another line that I know for a solid fact is going to sell. And the one that really just I was so happy to see this. Schoolhouse Rock, guys. Now, I never watched Schoolhouse Rock, but I know how iconic it is. I even asked my wife if she wanted the bill, because that is like the legendary Schoolhouse Rock song, along with Conjunction Junction. So many people love this character. That musical segment has been spoofed in so many different ways, and I love the fact that you can even get a chase of the bill as a law. So, no, we're not adding this to our collection, but it is really cool to see some Schoolhouse Rock pops. They're overdue. And finally, we have the New York Comic Con exclusives. There's definitely a lot of good stuff here, but unfortunately, not anything that I was personally interested in. But I will say there were some real big standouts. The Frog Brothers soda set, the oversized 3-liter Willy Wonka soda, Some of the other ones that really were big surprises to me was the fact that we're going to be getting Madeline Pryor, the Goblin Queen from X-Men. I was even tempted to pick that one up, but I decided not to. And of course, there's the one that I know is going to sell like hotcakes, without a doubt. Maybe there will be 2 or 3, but I know for a solid fact the Chicken McNugget dressed as Frankenstein with the 3 McDonald's trick-or-treat buckets. That's the seller right there. So many people want to get that one. I think that's going to be the first one to sell out. And maybe on a second note, there might even be a lot wanting to go for the No Heart from Care Bears. Now, I will say it's great to see No Heart, but as a straight white guy who actually did watch a lot of Care Bears in his life, there's a major error in that pop. The question is, can you find it? So, unfortunately, this looks like a good group, but I'm not getting a single one. Oh yeah, the Toxic Avenger 2. I think that one's going to sell a lot too. But yeah, I'm not really interested in any of these, even though I know that there's so many unique ones that will definitely connect with fans. So all of you who are out there looking for New York Comic Con exclusives this weekend, I hope you find what you're looking for. Thank you very much for joining me, everybody. Please leave a comment in the box below. Let me know if you are attending the con. I'm hoping that you're excited. If you're planning to dress up, which character are you going as? And which Funko exclusives are you looking forward to adding to your collections if you can get them? And I am looking forward to seeing you for another Funko Pop update very, very soon. And I will see you in the next one. If you enjoyed the video you just watched, feel free to leave a comment. Also, feel free to subscribe if you want to be up to date with our latest videos. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next one. Actions speak louder than words.